In the 20th century, there were several types of ISMS in music. There were impression, expressionism, neoclassicism, serialism, nationalism, and minimalism. Composers in the early 20th century questioned not only tradition forms and structures, but the fundamentals of their language. Tonal harmony and regular meter were particularly challenged, with many composers abandoning both. Many composers, however, took on board ideas from the more radical movements and integrated them into personal styles that showed more continuity with traditional musics. Some composers in the 20th century have been influenced by jazz. First, we'll begin by talking about Impressionism. In the late 19th century, a group of French artists, including Monet and Pissarro, developed a style of painting which set out to capture the mood or impression of a scene rather than giving an exact, detailed illustration. The French composer Debussy similarly developed a style of composing which gave a hazy, ambiguous effect. The type of pieces of their music is described as chromatic melodies and chords to create a blurred image. Added note and chords, ninths, 11ths, and 13ths, often in parallel movement. Complex rhythm and syncopations to blur the sense of metre. Delicate timbres and textures with instruments often playing in extremely registers and employing unusual techniques, tremolo and muting. Use of non-diatonic scales, including modes and whole tone scale. Two composers in their music are Debussy 1862 through 1918, Prélude à l'Empresse Médéforme, Bravo la Valse. The next ISMS I will discuss is electroicism. The Australian composer Schoenberg developed an increasingly chromatic style during the early 20th century, which led to pieces that were completely atonal without key, such as the music drama Edward Tongue. The music is highly dramatic and unstable, and can be linked to the expressionist movement in painting. The music is described as extreme dissonance and lack of resolution. Pieces are often quite short in length. Vocal pieces use a distorted, melodramatic form of singing called speech song. Two composers in their music are Schoenberg, Wartung Webern, and Quartet OP.